You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 40.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow. And everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr. Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, but per the new rules, since the ball hit in the landing area, the drive does start at the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. From the 20-yard line, they'll throw right away. He's going to test this secondary right away.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Outright Smith and Jigba has it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy. This one complete to Watkins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's going to look deep, going to Cup. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And he can't hang on. Contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll throw out of the gun.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to... And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. That's to the first-round rookie from Florida, Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is caught side of the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to the air one more time. Connected with the tight end. That's Fant. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. Now he'll air one out. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Niners are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part, I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First and 10. Purdy. A short one there. Caught by Kittle. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll send a tight end in motion right. He'll go play action. Purdy. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Purdy going to give this to Garendo. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Give him 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. So Kittle comes in motion. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, 49ers. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. Second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense, they were ready for it. They were all over that one. And the failure to connect on the fake punt is going to lead to a turnover on downs. A run here with McCaffrey. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. They face second down and 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. That is caught to the goal line and in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers go up by 7, 28-21. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a designed run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll run it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. And he's in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks have come back to level things. It's 28 all. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up, and until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Again in the air for Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Throwing again is Purdy. This one complete to Watkins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He is knocked down Parker. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st and 10, Purdy. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Sending it downfield for Fant. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Throwing now from the gun. Now he takes off, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Throwing on first down is Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Now Purdy. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus, and it cuts the deficit down a bit further. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Taking off, and he'll get this up close to a first down, working it to the 33-yard line. Here's third down and a few inches. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he will have the Seahawks first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
Should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He's going to take a shot down the field.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Again, working deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to have the Seahawks first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. I fumbled the football. The Niners have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
And that's going to get closed up quickly. He'll get only to the 37. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On second down, Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Purdy going to put it up again. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
He'll tuck it and take off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Again, it's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead. And the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Purdy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Now this time, he'll set up to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. To the air now on 1st and 10. Connected with the tight end. That's Fant. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll look to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now this looks like a design run, and he'll get 4 on this one, down inside the 40-yard line now. He'll drop to throw. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. He'll complete that to his fullback. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
We got their defense rattled. All right, boys, let's keep it up.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now the spike comes with 9 seconds showing on the clock.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Zerito. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.